Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the business side of social media and how to get started. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be aimed at the beginners out there, the people that don't really know what goes on behind the business of social media. To be honest, I myself am still learning, but today I'm just going to go through my tips and tricks, the way I've grown and come about in this industry, and just sharing my advice with you guys for those of you that are just starting out. So a few weeks ago I posted a video on how to make money on Instagram, but that was really just a basic rundown of the different methods in order to make money through Instagram as a platform. Now, I didn't really go into the details, and a lot of you commented on the video on how do you actually make money, how do you run social media as a business and your freelance work as a business. So I decided to sit down and just chat about this today and share with you my advice. So just to start off, I'm going to go straight into the questions that were asked on the comments of that video. So just to make it a bit easier for you guys to understand, I'm going to go through a whole rundown of how a basic social media job would occur, how I reach out to companies or how companies reach me, and the details of that. So to start off, I usually would receive a DM or an email from certain companies that want to do promotions with me or get me to work with them to promote for their channel and create content for their channel. So that might be in terms of a promotional video or photographs for their channel specifically, or they would kind of be hiring me to promote their company on my platform. Now when it comes to pricing all this stuff, I can't give you guys a set price. It varies dramatically from the needs that they want, the locations, the time that it takes to shoot and edit the videos or the photos. So there is just a whole lot of variables when it comes to price, but I feel like that is a completely different topic. On the other side of things, if I have to reach out to companies, I will usually just ask them, do they do influencer collaborations? And if so, then that's great. And if not, I tell them a bit more about the topic and what I can bring to their company as an influencer, the numbers I have and the marketing aspect of that whole situation. So just an example of a DM that I would have to send to a company, not that I do very often. Most of the time companies reach out to me. So just an example of a DM that I would send out to a company if I had to would be, hey, how's it going? I love the work that you guys are doing. I was just wondering if you guys do influencer collaborations, and if so, I'd love to be a part of it. And then I'd go into telling them more about my stats and numbers when it comes to YouTube and Instagram and the total reach that I have, along with the engagement and all that kind of statistical stuff that goes along with the marketing side of things. And then I kind of just wait for a reply. If not, you kind of just have to move on and ask the next company. Guys, there are thousands and millions of companies out there that you can ask. There's so many companies that do exactly the same thing, and obviously you're going to get those companies that are going to say no. Most of them probably will say no because most of them don't really know the business side to social media and the benefits that it can have in today's world. So you've just got to be persistent and determined to get through and find those jobs. But like I said, most of the time other companies email or DM me, and then the process from there goes as follows, where they'll ask me to do something for them, and usually they just ask me, can you do this one thing? And then I'll go ahead and ask them, please can you send me more details, like the time, the location, all the extra things and requirements that you need, when you need the delivery of the footage or photos to be by, and if it's going to be for promotion on my platform, how many posts do you want? All those kind of things come into factor when I give them a quote accordingly. So once I receive an email from that company, I will then put together a quote that will incorporate all the time taken to make the product, the transport that involves going to the place to shoot for the product, and then obviously if it's posting on my channel, the promotional side of that, which would be how much I charge per post. Now this does vary from platform to platform, as each of them do have different rates and I have different audiences on all of them. So again, I can't really give you guys one set price, and I highly doubt that one person in the entire creative world will have the same price for everything. It's not really like a literal product where if you have bread, if you go to one shop, the bread will be the same price at the other place. It's very difficult to compare creativity and know how much to charge for that. And I also struggled in the beginning. I had no idea what to charge, but you kind of just work your way through it and build up and get to know what other people in the industry are charging around you. And again, I can't really tell you for me, because each country, each living standard, each different place and situation and target market will have a different pricing. So it is very, very difficult to try and say a set price and tell you guys something. But I think my advice to getting a price would just be to ask freelancers and other companies around you what they would charge for their services, and you can just even pose as a normal customer to them. Tell them you're looking for a photo shoot and you want to know their prices. they'll send it straight back immediately. They might not, if you are saying you're a freelancer as well and you want to know their prices, they might think you're competition, but just act as a customer and then ask for their prices. And then you can kind of just gauge from that level from all the different freelancers in your area. And then with that as well, you can price your stuff accordingly to how much you value your work, and also in terms of the competition. If you want to beat the market, and if you want to set your prices at a lower rate to get more customers, or set your prices at a higher rate so that you build more of a prestige around your work. Again, just pricing your work is a whole nother topic. So after all the emailing processes and confirmation has taken place, we would then go and shoot for the actual promotion. Now this could be for a product, a service. In my case, the service things that I use are mostly like adventure and lifestyle travel kind of services. So I would go on some adventure to promote that company. For example, last year I went on a helicopter ride with NAC Helicopters in Cape Town, and that was a promotion for their channel on my channel, but also to create content for their channel. So they use it on theirs and mine, and that was part of the deal. In terms of other conditions, you kind of just negotiate this between yourself and the company. Each different job will have different conditions and different circumstances, different people you're working with, different results, different statistics, lots of things. So again, I can't really tell you one set condition or one thing that you have to have, or one price that you have to have, or one guarantee that you should have in your contracts, if you even have a contract. A lot of the time I don't have a contract. I literally, people just ask me to do a job for them, I do it, but then what I do is I will go and do the job, I will go and shoot for these people, but then I only post the content or deliver the content once they've paid me. So they can see I've made the effort to go out there and shoot the content, so why would I not give them the content if I've shot the content? So they pay me, then I deliver the content straight away after I've edited it. I mean, if they don't pay me, then they don't get the work, so it's kind of counterproductive on their part. So that is as far as it goes when I deliver work to people. And then like I said already, most of the time I just get paid straight into my bank account. I'll give the company my bank details and it's as easy as that. They just do an electronic bank transfer and the money is in my account. Just one more thing on the delivery of work, and this is kind of just a tip that I've picked up from doing different projects, is that I would suggest under promising and over delivering. So what I mean by this is, so say you shoot on the weekend and you say to them, great, that was an amazing shoot and I'll have the content ready for you by next week Saturday. Tell them you're going to get it to them on Saturday and give it to them on Wednesday or Thursday. Even though you know it would have only taken 2 or 3 days to edit, you tell them that you're going to give it to them later and then you give it to them earlier, so it kind of surprises them and just brings a whole positive mood and shows that you are working harder than you actually said you would originally, even though it was the original time that you estimated it to take. I feel like I'm just giving away all my secrets, but it's fine. This channel is meant to be honest and open, and I like sharing my tips and tricks with you guys because I also didn't really have this kind of thing when I started. I just went in there and figured everything out as I went, so I'm glad that I can be helping you guys along somehow. Just another question I got is, do you have a business lawyer? No, I don't have a business lawyer. I don't have an accountant. I do have an accounting software on my laptop, so that is how I manage all of my funds and incomes and all of that kind of stuff. I do think it's very important to manage your income, and financial management is something that I think everybody should get in the habit of doing, because if you don't, then you kind of just lose track of where all your money's going and you don't really know what's happening or where it's going. So I keep it all on a program called QuickBooks, which I run on my laptop. So yeah, as far as like the legal stuff goes, I don't have much of that backing to my business side of things, which is probably a bad thing, but I haven't really gotten any trouble. I don't receive jobs like all the time. I'm not doing my freelance work every single week, and that is because I'm still at university. So it's nice to have this as kind of a side job while I'm studying. It is a lot of work to deal with, but I do think it is very helpful in getting my foot in the door so that when I'm finished studying, I can just kind of jump straight into the job industry and not really have to worry about finding jobs all the time. So in saying that, I'm probably just going to go step straight into the freelance things and not go into a studio. For those of you that don't know, I'm studying visual communication design, which is like a much broader degree, but basically graphic design. So the traditional thing would probably just go to a design studio and work there, but I really don't see myself doing that, and I want to continue doing YouTube and Instagram and just traveling the world and doing cool things. So I will keep you guys up to date on all those businessy side of things as I go along with it. I'll probably make like a video in a few years time as well, maybe next year, just discussing this topic again and how I've changed and grown as a person in terms of business. So yeah, those are my tips for business. If you guys have any more questions, I'd love to make more businessy kind of videos like this because I really do love business and entrepreneurship and all that kind of stuff. I'm also going to be making a video on how to get freelance jobs. So I'll do that for Instagram and social media specifically, but also like outside of that, because I don't only do work in social media, I do work in photography and video stuff for other promotional purposes that have nothing to do with social media. So yeah, I don't only just do this. But anyway, I'm going to be making a video on that soon, so stay tuned for that. Again though, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, please leave it in the comments below so I can make a video about that as well. So yeah, that is going to end it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you are new around here, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And in the meantime, stay weird, don't die, and make it happen. I'll see you guys in the next one.